welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. This is Christina. If you have a Libra rising, Libra sun, or Libra moon, this is your 2022 December astrology forecast. This is the last forecast of the year, guys. So Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Also peaceful and happy Kwanzaa if you celebrate that. And I wish you a healthy, wealthy, and abundant Happy New Year and safe Happy New Year as well. All right, let's see, Libras, what kind of opportunities or what kind of challenges you will have to face in December. December is a really active sky. And, let's face it, we had quite a difficult year and years behind us. And December is starting with Venus and Mars opposition. And Mars is in retrograde in Gemini. So actually it's acting like a toddler. It is like very frustrated, really angry. It wants to move forward. It's bold and initiator, but it can't. It's forced to be stopped. And then opposing with Venus, the planet of attractiveness and seduction and beauty, and also currency. Venus is money as well. In your 9th and 3rd house, it's representing some kind of conflict between 9th and 3rd house matters. So should I travel long distance or short distance? Should I visit my older sibling or my younger sibling? So it could indicate that kind of issue, or it could indicate like I'm going to have some kind of issue with my passport because I wanted to go abroad, but because of my passport going to get delayed because of this retrograde, Mars retrograde over here. Or it could indicate like somebody going to do a gossip in my neighborhood because of me and around me, some kind of friends who I thought it's a friend going to actually gossip about me. And then December 2nd, 3rd, we're going to have Neptune and Mercury. Mercury is late degrees in 3rd house, and Neptune in your 6th house going to square. Square has a Martian flavor. And it is like very bold and an initiator, a courageous and impulsive energy. So it's actually forced you to change. So Neptune is illusion, delusion, and Neptune is going direct on the 3rd as well. So it's actually going to indicate some kind of issue with your workplace or with your daily routine. It could be, or with your health. So you might have to go and recheck back to your physician because of the diagnosis that you get. It's actually false. And so definitely a second opinion is a must if you have some health issue. Or if you don't have health issue, but if you are working for a group or working for someone, it could indicate like there is a coworker going to either have some kind of drug or alcohol issue, going to get a DUI, or, coming to work like drunk. Or it could indicate also you have a tenant, or you have some kind of maybe roommate who has some kind of drug addiction or issues, and you will need to talk about that. Then on December 6th, we're going to have Mercury going to Capricorn. On the 9th, Venus is going to go to Capricorn. So we're going to have a stellium in your 4th house over here. And when Mercury is going to the 4th house, it is like revisiting some kind of issue with 4th house matter, with your living situation. Perhaps just talking about your living situation. And when Mercury gonna go to retrograde by end of the month on the 29th, but it's gonna go to shadow on the 8th, it is revisiting the situation. So for example, 4th house is not only living situation and real estate, but it could be meaning like funerals and ending as well. So perhaps some of you, like planning already, like I'm going to buy a grave somewhere, or somebody is, just the living situation, the way you are living, like, all right, I don't want to live over here anymore. I want to I want to move. I want to buy a house. So that kind of situation. Definitely family matters is coming to center of attention with this stellium, and the way of living is coming to like, for example, Venus over here, when it's going to go on the 9th, it is representing like, I want to renovate my house, my kitchen. But first, let's talk about Venus in 27 degrees Sagittarius. That's the galactic center. Venus is beauty and money. It's opening up a gate for you on third house matter in your neighborhood with your children. So it's going to be like really spiritual and beautiful time in your neighborhood, in your community, or with your children, with your siblings. So that is definitely really, really positive. Third house also is education as well, just like Sagittarius. So it could indicate like you would like to, and you were wanting to study something spiritual for a long time. Perhaps you didn't have the foundation for that, and right now you will have it. You will get money for that. And somebody could be really generous because, Sagittarius is generosity, rules the ninth house. And, it could be some kind of generous matter. Somebody is willing to pay for your spiritual practices or spiritual retreats or something like that. All right. Then on the 7th, we're going to have actually a new moon in Gemini, and it's going to happen 16 degrees Gemini, and it's going to conjunct with Mars. As I said, Mars is angry over here. It is a lot of anger because moon is representing our emotions and our feelings. So definitely it's frustration and anger and toward some kind of global issues. So it could be because of traveling what you were planning, it didn't happen, or, the education, like you have to say goodbye to something because full moon is a completion. It's an ending and signing of contract. So something is coming to the end, and it doesn't have to be a bitter end. It could be like you are finishing your master degree and you are saying goodbye to studying or your spiritual studying, and, like you are ready to start a new life. So it doesn't have to be bitter at all. But, third house matter, so your younger sibling or commute in short traveling, going to get some kind of really well, it's liberation over there. So you will feel like in your community, you will feel so great and you will be loved over there. So, okay, and then we're going to have on the 18th, we're going to have Ceres going to Libra, and Ceres going to Libra. Libra is actually in your first house. Ceres could be like a new beginning with fear. Ceres is the goddess of grain, so it's replanting, like the field with grain. So it's a growth over there, but Ceres has some kind of fears in it. So the beginning, the new beginning always comes with some kind of fear. So it could be like, I want to initiate, I want to reinvent myself. And I know I need to reinvent myself, but it is scary because I don't know how to. Maybe I want to have just a new closet and I don't even know how to buy clothes for myself because I haven't been out there buying and shopping for a long time. So simple as it is. Or I want to just change my hair, and it is very hard for me because I have some fear. Should I cut my hair or no? That kind of situation. And then on the 20th, we're going to have Jupiter going to Aries, and it's going to be a really bold initiator, and it's going to go to 0 degrees, so on the world axis. So it's an analytic degree. It's magnified in your relationship zone, and with the relationship, with one-on-one relationship with a significant other. So maybe a significant other going to be very generous right before the holidays, and you will get something really expensive for Christmas. Or it could be something like, but when Jupiter gonna go actually to Aries, 3 days later, we're going to have the new moon. And the new moon on the 23rd, let me animate this chart, it's going to happen in your 4th house of living situation. Again, look at that beautiful stellium. It's definitely, like, all right, I sell my house and I'm gonna profit out from that with that Pluto and Venus, or that is a new beginning. I don't want to live with my husband or wife anymore, and I just want to move on with my life. So definitely a new living situation. But guys, that's not negative. It's a positive, and so you have to be happy about that. If it's an ending for some reason, then it has to be a positive ending. And actually, it's going to square this new moon with Jupiter. So it's going to make you to want to change this situation. And, like something could be like, Chiron here. it's going also on the same day, the 23rd, direct. Chiron is the wounded healer. So the relationship was wounded on one way. But right now, moving forward, it is like, all right, I'm getting healed out from this wound. So it doesn't hurt me anymore, or I doesn't let them to hurt anymore. But with this kind of Jupiter and new moon square, so it is a new beginning. It could actually indicate like I need to actually reinvent my relationship because it's not working the way I want it to work. So that's, we need some kind of new game into it, and definitely it has to change. So it is a new beginning. And then we're going to have Mercury in retrograde in the 4th house. Then it's like, okay, let's talk about our family. Let's talk about, should we adopt a child? Let's talk about, should we renovate the kitchen or the house? Or, you know, buy some artwork in the house. So it is just, you know, like revisit, or you know, 4th house matters is something also because Pluto is here. It could be a prenup as well, because Pluto is 8th house, and 8th house is other people's money, it's insurance, prenups, and everything like that. So it could indicate some of you have to sign a prenup as well. All right, guys, if you like my podcast, then please don't hesitate to comment. Let me know how December worked out for you in the comment section, or if you have any questions. And if you would like to, you can purchase readings from me for your loved ones for Christmas and Hanukkah. So my website is www.urbanwitch.org, and I will see you in January. Happy and merry and wealthy New Year for you all. Thank you so much for your attention. Bye for now.